What's going on, y'all? I'm Czar, and in this video I'm going to show you a new feature that has been added to Loopcloud called Collections. So if you have Loopcloud, if you go to check for updates and download the latest update, you'll get this new feature called Collections. And what Collections is a new way to organize and find samples within Loopcloud. So we've always had favorites where we can just favorite a sample, which has been great for kind of bookmarking stuff and getting back to it. But with Collections, you can now think of it as favorites, but as like subgroups. So we can create, say you get guitar samples, you can put it in a collection called guitars, and you can put all your guitar samples there, all your drum samples in a collection, all your synth samples in the collection, and it's a better way to organize it. So let me show it to you. You get to it by the sidebar over on the right. So before we just had the heart for favorites, but now if we click this now, we have collections. And it opens two tabs. You got my collections and favorite packs. So I'll go over favorite packs real quick. So whole sound packs here. Let's just pick one. If we click this heart, it's going to save it as a favorite pack. And my collections here. So I've got a couple collections. All of your favorites will be in this favorites collection. Here's one that I've created called Chill Keys and Soft Guitars. And when you create in order to create a collection, we'll go back to the home here. Let's pick another pack. All right, so if you right click on a sample, first option you have there is add to collection. You can add it to favorites, add to a new collection, and below that you'll see your existing collections that you can add it to. And in a collection, you can have up to 10,000 samples in each collection. Once you've got your collection, if you right click, edit it, you have the option to tag it, add tags to it. It's going to automatically tag it from the samples that you put in it. Put a description. You can put links, anything in the description there, and of course name it. And then up here, you can see that it says public. So I have my collection set as public, meaning anyone can search for it and find it. You can click that and also make it private if you don't want anyone to be able to see your collections. You also have the option to share it as well. You can click this, it'll copy a URL to your clipboard, and then you can email or text anyone that link, and they'll be able to access your collection that way. So I'm going to go through some sounds that are in my collection here called Chill Keys and Soft Guitars. So there's a few of the samples that are in my collection, Chill Keys and Soft Guitars. I do have this public, and I will have a link in the description as well if you're a Loopcloud user and you want to check this out. Looking at the home page, we also now have on the home page Curated Collections. So you have access to some collections right here, which will, of course, update. I don't know how often they update, maybe daily or weekly, but, these will be swapped out every now and then for some new ones. So a great new feature added here. I like that we're able to organize better because I was using favorites to bookmark stuff and to get back to it, but that list became very long. So being able to have collections now, I can better organize and kind of place things into subgroups when I'm saving my samples. And when you click into a collection, it's just like clicking into a sample pack. You see there's a collection up here, but same thing. You still get your same layout. You still get your same tags and everything else. And you see the image here. Forgot to mention, if you right click on your collection, go to edit image, you can import your own image for the collection. By default, it's going to take some cover art from the collection, or it's going to take some cover art from the samples that you have in the collection and create that, as you can see what I have here. All right, so if you are a Loopcloud user, definitely let me know what are some of your favorite collections that you've come across. I'd love to check them out. And let's go over the pricing now for Loopcloud for those who don't have Loopcloud. So if you're not a Loopcloud user and you're interested, there is a 30-day free trial. But here are the 3 different plans for Loopcloud. You have Artist, Studio, and Professional starting at $7.99 a month. And don't forget, you can upgrade, downgrade, or cancel at any time. And Collections is available in all 3 of these plans. All right, I've got a link to the blog post if you want to learn more about Collections. If you like this video, I appreciate a thumbs up. And if you want to continue to see content from me, then you know what to do. All right, any questions, comments, let me know, and I'll catch y'all next time. I invite you to check out my podcast, the Faders Up Podcast, a podcast about pro audio and beyond. Season 3 is now underway, and in this season, we'll be doing a lot of topics requested by listeners. So if you have a topic you want to hear discussed on the podcast, email us, DM us, or join us in our Facebook group, Faders Up Podcast, and let us know. And if you haven't checked out the podcast yet, I have a link in the description that'll take you to the page.